The Phoenix Suns currently sit in the 8th spot in the Western Conference and have lost 6 straight games in a row due to multiple injuries. And in today's video, guys, I'm going to be answering a very controversial question. Should the Phoenix Suns completely tank and sell their whole team for Victor Wembanyama, or do they just keep their team and hopefully win a championship this year? If you want to find the answer to that question, make sure you stick till the end of the video. But before going any further, I realized that only 2.9% of you guys are subscribed. So what are you doing? Hit that subscribe button and hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Enough me talking, let's get right into today's video. There are 3 reasons why I think the Phoenix Suns should be tanking this year and actually try to get a good draft pick. The first reason is because of the multiple injuries that the Phoenix Suns endured. So if we take this into consideration, guys, Devin Booker just had a hamstring injury. He's completely gone. Cameron Johnson, he's out. Chris Paul, this guy gets injured every single second. So I think the NBA gods are giving them a message right here. You guys should tank. It's pretty obvious, I think, because the Phoenix Suns are a good team, but are they good enough to win a championship this season? In my opinion, no. They need that extra scorer. So I really think that the injuries are sending everyone a message, and that is to tank. The second reason why I don't think the Phoenix Suns should even try to contend this season is because they have a lack of scoring, and they used to have amazing scoring from Jay Crowder. He was that nice power forward that would spread the floor, but now Jay Crowder isn't even playing for the Suns because he has problems with the team off the court, and it's financial reasons. And I think that JJ Redick's podcast brings up a very important point. Take a listen.
Second team, which we mentioned briefly before, is the Suns.
Yeah,
1-9 in the last 10.
They're my third team, so yeah.
The Suns, and they're 2-10 without Book. He's obviously going to be out for a couple more weeks at least. It feels like they just need a shot in the arm scoring wise, you know, and I don't know if that's Eric Gordon. We've talked about a bunch. Kuzma's been
Clarkson.
Yeah, Kuzma's been rumored to fit potentially there. It was crazy. They haven't figured out this Jay Crowder thing at this point. Maybe they're waiting for a bigger deal. But at a certain point, it's, you know, we're mid-January and this has been going on since September. It's kind of like, just move on.
They're literally saying what nobody wants to admit. The Suns team needs scoring desperately. Even when Devin Booker, Chris Paul come back to the team, this team is not going to contend. There are teams like the Boston Celtics that have an amazing bench like Malcolm Brogdon coming off. Who do they have? Nobody. Absolutely nobody that can score. And another problem about this Suns team is that they have 0 rebounding. Like, DeAndre Ayton is a good rebounder, don't get me wrong. But you think Dario Saric is going to help you here? You think Bismack Biyombo can help you here? No, they can't. The Suns have to go out and get another backup center that can help the team out, because their bench is horrendous right now, in my opinion. I love their starting team, but once that bench comes on, they're getting blown out. So if they can't make at least 2 good moves in the trade deadline, I think it's time for them to take a little step back, blow this team up, go get Victor Wembanyama, bro. The guy's an amazing talent. Build your team again. Even if you don't get Victor Wembanyama, there are a lot of nice players in this draft. And I'm not trying to roast the Suns whatsoever. They have a very nice team. They have Booker, Mikal Bridges, DeAndre Ayton. Those are 3 young players, bro. Wasting a year of their career is not going to do anything. In my opinion, I think they're going to grow much better. They're going to be more ready next year. On top of that, they're going to have a better young guy to come out. So I think we got to get this idea of tanking being a roast to the team. It's not a roast to the team. I think the Suns are just missing that one guy that they really need. And I think that can be solved from the NBA draft this season. And moving on to my third and final point on why I think Suns should tank is that they have their third guy, Chris Paul. He's currently 37 years old, and the older he gets, the worse he's gonna get. That's what's gonna happen. You know, players like LeBron James are the only players I think can play till 40 years old and still be good. But Chris Paul, he's gonna regress, and I think he's regressing right now. So I think it's time for the Phoenix Suns to get their insurance plan. And their insurance plan should be to go in the draft, grab a player, so when Chris Paul retires, you have that extra guy. And when DeAndre Ayton leaves, which he probably is going to leave soon, you can go ahead and get that guy in the draft. And the Phoenix Suns currently sit in the same situation as the Raptors. Don't get me wrong, the Phoenix Suns are exactly like the Raptors, in my opinion. They have a very solid team, but it's not working out right now due to injuries, or they're not playing well. It's just, we need those extra pieces on that team, and teams need to take a step back for a year, try to get reorganized, and then attack the next year. So I think both the Phoenix Suns and the Toronto Raptors are going to be very well off next year if they decide to tank. But if the Suns don't tank, they can still become a nice playoff team. They'll be a first round or second round exit, But at the end of the day, what's the point of being a first round, second round exit when you could have got a nice player from the draft and then you can win a championship next year? But let me know in the comment section, what do you think the Phoenix Suns should do? Do you think they should tank and try to get a player like Victor Wembanyama or a top 3 pick in this year's NBA draft? Or do you think they should just keep on going and try to get a championship this year with the current team that they have? And before you leave, make sure you smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm and hit that subscribe button because I post NBA content every single day. And enough me talking, I'll catch you guys in the next banger.